Good evening, everyone. How are we keeping? I hope we're all good. I just put this forward a bit. There we are. That's the stuff. Hope we're all well. Happy Wednesday. It's July. Which, excuse me, sorry, I'm dying. I hope we're all well. I hope it's all well this evening. Um, of course, it's the first day of the European presidency for another 6 months. So this is only the first day. We have a long way to go yet of the EU presidency, which, of course, there's a lot to discuss there. It's insane amount of stuff. Really, really is insane amount of stuff going to go on the next 6 months. Like, I think it's going to drive everybody mad. Like, it's going to drive me mad. It's going to drive everybody mad. Because literally it's fucking too much. Let me tell you, like, too much is going on. Like, literally, I've looked at many things today, and I'm Google-eyed. I'm literally Google-eyed. I don't even know what to think. Let me tell you, because there's just fucking too much information being put at me. So I look forward to me losing my mind, because that's what's going to happen here. Losing my mind, because there's just so much information, but this and that, the other. I'm just losing the mind. And this is only the first day of it, so God forbid what I'm going to be like in December. But yeah, so it's long fucking time. Just to say, like, another 6 months of it. Oh my God. But apart from that, the West has fallen. So yes, that's an update. That everything's just fucked in every conceivable way around this country. Everything has fallen. So I'm actually doing multiple things at once. I shouldn't be probably doing multiple things at once, but shall we do multiple things at once? What is this yap? The West. Hopefully notifications and stuff. Hopefully they do go out. They should go out. Hopefully they do. They should. We do have a good bit to talk, along with the EU presidency. But they should go out. I just make sure I'm all right in terms of everything's working okay. Right here, let me see. Yeah, it's showing. I might not got notifications, but we have this problem again. The notifications will show. I don't know why that is. I have to work out why. Is it something that I'm doing that's wrong? It could be that. Because I did leave it for a few minutes before I went live. So that could be it, maybe. I don't know. To be totally honest, I couldn't tell you. To be honest with you. I know. Could not tell you. You might have to go live again. I'll give it a few minutes and see if it works out. It probably will work out. Should work out. Hopefully it does. Might not. No, my luck. But yeah. That might be a bit too loud. I don't know actually if that's loud. It's hard to know, say, when you're here. But when you're on stream and stuff, it might be louder than you and I take when here. Also, I need to get a shave too. I kind of just let my beard go for the last week. I shouldn't have probably did that. So yeah, I shouldn't have probably let it grow so much. But yeah, it's both sometimes you just let it go. Like men lose, you let it go. And what did by somebody? Can't talk now, Jesus. Typical when I'm doing something, somebody messages me or trying to wing me. But yeah. But yeah, I bring that post back later on. I can't speak now when I'm on the live stream. But yeah, if that doesn't work now, and it's like if I don't know if it's gone out notifications. Where is my other tablet? It's over there. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? But if that doesn't work, hopefully the notifications do go out, because it is a nuisance how you have to restart the stream and all that. It's just too much hassle. To be totally honest with you. Like, it's a nuisance how YouTube just doesn't work in a lot of cases. Like, I'm not the only one experiencing these issues too. Other people are too. I see it all the time, like on YouTube and stuff. I see it all the time on Twitter too. Like, people saying, "How is my live stream not get promoted?" etc. People don't get it. People don't understand how. And it always seems to be somebody who's on the right. I could be wrong, but but just going by what I've seen on social media and stuff, that seems to be the case. I give it another few minutes. If notifications and stuff don't work, then we restart the stream. It only take about 3-4 minutes at most. It's just a nuisance when these things happen. Because not never works. Everything always wants to be an house over it. So I'm just replying to this person too. I'm just doing multiple things. Let me see. But yeah. It's a horrible wet day. I wouldn't mind if it was an all right day up until about literally about 15 minutes ago, and then I just started bucketing out in the heavens. You can hear the rain behind us, fucking belting now. But yeah. I presume notifications just maybe went out there. I can see people coming in now. For the last few minutes, nobody was in, so I presume notifications just went out. So happy days. We were just about to restart the stream, so happy days that it is working. It's weird how YouTube works nowadays. It's just so weird. I don't know what is causing this, because it's happening constantly over the last few months. That it takes nearly an hour for notifications to go out and stuff. And sometimes they don't go out at all. Like, sometimes they just don't work at all. Like, it's chaos. And you think for like a big company like YouTube and stuff, like Google and stuff, you think it wouldn't be an issue. But yeah, for a lot of right-wing people, a lot of people on the right and stuff, it's happened to them all the time. It's a coincidence, they say. They allegedly say. Allegedly, of course. Everything's always allegedly. But I hope we're all well. How are we all keeping? I hope everybody's well this Wednesday. Happy the 4th of July. Like, good God. Nearly near the end of the year already. Just to say, we're nearly near the end of the year already. In a few weeks' time, we'll be sitting here talking about Christmas. That's how close we'll get to the end of the year. Because Halloween literally is just around the corner at this stage. It is right. Because this month is going to fly, and then the next month's going to fly. We'll just be already at Halloween. But yeah, hopefully the chat and stuff is working. See, this is the thing with YouTube. You always kind of say, is this working? Is that working? Is the other thing working? It's always kind of a guessing game if things are going to work okay or not. So it's always just kind of 50-50 if things are going to work. Hello, Irish YouTube man. Hope we're well. Yeah, I have found your channel on. I don't get any notifications, but stumbled upon you live. Well, welcome. I'm happy you share a lot of my videos, so thank you for that, and a lot of my community posts. So thanks for that, first of all, and welcome to the channel, second of all. And third of all, yes, nobody gets notifications nowadays, unfortunately. Anything. It's the same with me. I'm subscribed to somebody, have notifications, or they don't get it. You just kind of stumble upon stuff. But I do appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you sharing my posts and videos, etc. I really do appreciate that. So thank you for that. Hello, Shawnee. Long time no see. It's been a good while. We were actually just saying about you the last live stream. We were saying we haven't seen you for a long time. What am I clicking on? Clicking on everything. Thank you, Irish YouTube man. Thank you. Sony has fallen. Yes, we get into that too. But hello, everyone. I hope we're well with your sitters. I hope all is good with sitters today. I hope Wilco Poke is having a good time. And it's been not. I presume not at the moment. It's not going well for at the moment. When has it ever gone well for? But But yeah, Sony has fallen. Don't get any notifications. Yeah, that's what I was just saying, Shawnee, that nobody gets it. See, that's why I was trying to set up a Messenger group. If anybody's on Messenger, you can join that group and I put it up whenever and go on live. Because that's pretty much what we have to do, unfortunately, is like start another group. Not a group, but group chat stuff. Like even the Twitter group, if anybody's on Twitter, how do they on Twitter? But we probably should, because that's pretty much the only way people are going to get notifications and stuff. Because it just simply doesn't work. Even when I put out community posts and stuff, it's very limited to who sees it. But I should have put up a community post. But yeah. Yeah, but it's been a while. It must be 4 months since we last spoke, Johnny. It must be something like that. It's a good while anyway. How has life been so far? How has life been since we last spoke? Yeah, YouTube just doesn't work at all nowadays. Especially for like live streams and stuff, just doesn't work. Same with videos, like videos too, they don't get out there at all. Whatever about community posts? Community posts get out there, it seems to be. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You can kind of see it in the algorithm on my end. Like YouTube does kind of interfere a lot, basically, in it. But see, if I was somebody in the left, was pro open borders, etc., I'd be top of the pops, and if it was somebody up me whole mountain's arse too, I'd be a millionaire at this stage. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Yeah, pretty much. Like the hour shadow ban. Sometimes it works. Like sometimes it does work. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of times it doesn't. A lot of times it just won't work. Like it's like artificially. Sometimes they lift the shadow bans, and then all of a sudden the next day it's back on. You get what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's okay, then other times it's not. But you can see it like in the YouTube studio. Like if I showed you my YouTube studio, you can see when it goes off. It goes off for maybe a day or two. Like the algorithm picks it up, and then all of a sudden it just goes straight down. It's very weird, but yeah. I suppose with the topics I talk about, you're going to face that. Hello, B Irish. How are you keeping? Hope we're well. Hope we're having a good Wednesday. Hope all is good with you. You're very welcome. Hope all is good. Yeah, as I say, it must be 4 months, 5 months at least. Anyway, I think it was when the beginning of the year since I last spoke to you. It was in the end of January or something. I can't remember. Don't quote me exactly. But we were just saying about the last stream. Because we were saying about Gordon too. We haven't seen Gordon. He's in the comment section, but we haven't seen him. Everybody's just saying we haven't seen this person in so long. We haven't seen the other person. But it's mainly, I think, down to nobody's getting notifications. That's, I think, the main issue. The people are just not getting notifications and stuff. And mainly that too, and people are busy. Is it true, Jesus? You're asking for the secrets, all the secrets at once. In some cases, I would say yes. In some cases, yes. But we're not as mean as the Leitrim people. The Leitrim people are the people that are the real mean people here. They go around spreading rumours, spreading false accusations, making up slander about us Cavan people here in Cavan, because these Leitrim people know they cannot be better than people in Cavan. So, it's the Leitrim people you should be looking at, because the Leitrim people are very shafty people. They're always making up allegations against us. It's criminal, but some people in Cavan do peel oranges in their pocket, and they would hide their dinner in their drawer. Like even as we speak now, my dinner's in my drawer because I'm afraid of somebody coming to the other side of the screen and taking it. Because we can't allow people to have a bit of our grub. But in all seriousness, about all jokes aside, because I kind of had to go off on that tangent. Like some people in Cavan are fucking very mean. Like some people are fierce mean, and they wouldn't fucking give you tuppence. So yeah, there's some people I've seen people with tea bags. Like I kid you not, I've seen people with literally tea bags that have used for literally months. I kid you not. I actually kid you not. I've seen this just recently enough. There was a man, and he had the tea bag. He was using the tea bag for the last 2 months. Like this tea bag is rotten, and he's still using it. Like he's the most meanest fucker you could find. And this fellow still could buy the shop. Like if he went into the shop, he could buy it. Like I kid you not. This is a contractor for the state. Like he's mountains of money. Mountains. I mean, literally mountains of money. He could buy the country. Oh no. We're not going there, no. Yeah, I've seen about that. Like, apparently he was Iranian. Like, he was Iranian. As far as I know, I haven't looked into too much, but what I've seen so far, he was an Iranian citizen. He seems to be pro-monarchy. You know the way Iran used to have a monarchy? He's pro, monarchy. He doesn't seem to be, with the current regime in Iran. He seems to be a pro-monarchy supporter. But I think he's got bail. Don't quote me wrong, but I think he did get bail. Am I wrong on that? Because I heard somebody saying that to me literally this evening that he got bail, but I haven't looked into it because pretty much I had a good few things on today and stuff. So I don't know. Don't quote me. I think he did get bail. I'm not sure how to fact check that, but I think he did. Yeah, well, Cavan people have always been known for stingy. Irish YouTube band. It's like out of every other county in the country, Cavan people always seem to get abuse. It's abuse against Cavan people. And Helen McAtee wouldn't protect us. Like, we should protect the people of Cavan from this slander because Cavan gets the whole abuse. But yeah, no, I laughed at when um well, the revenue doesn't know about making a confirmation. Yeah, the revenue will never know. The revenue is not that popular around here. Shocker. Um, but yeah, but yes. So I'm sure we're all delighted with the EU presidency. We are all happy to hear about the European presidency. Are spending 400 million euro on the EU presidency. I'm sure we're all jumping for joy. I can see us all jumping up and down here. We're so delighted that Zelensky's here and God knows who else. But yeah, so I'm sure we're all pleased to hear this news. It'll brighten up our Wednesday. Yeah, that's because like those people flying in and out, like EU diplomats and stuff like that. But they were everywhere. I seen video in the city, like in Dublin City, like they're basically everywhere. I've never seen so many guards. They're all coming out of the woodwork. And usually when you want the guards, they're nowhere to be found. But yeah, they're everywhere at the moment in Dublin. Um, but yeah, the EU presence, it's going to be crazy. Yeah, French warship, yeah, that's figured off the coast. But there was also a suspicious ship like hanging around. The air corps were flying around it for a good like half the day. Like it's a South American flagship. Whatever it's doing, I don't know what it's doing, but whatever it's doing, I don't know where it's going, but what it's doing. But the air corps clearly have an interest in it, whatever it's happening there. Um, um, but yeah, it's just off the coast. Like it's technically not in Irish waters. It's kind of just off the Irish coast. It's like technically not in Ireland, but what I'm saying. It's not like in Irish territory. Um. Oh yeah, we couldn't have that. A seagull stealing Elsa von der Leyen's ice cream. We couldn't have that. Like technically, there wasn't that like many EU utilists. It was only the whatever you call your man, the EU's top fellow. I can't think of him. He's from Portugal. Um, Elsa von der Leyen's not coming yet. They're having the thing down in Cork. I'm sure we all heard about it. They're going to the universities in Cork tomorrow. She's probably flying in tonight tomorrow. She's going to Cork. She'll probably fly into Cork, sorry, not Dublin, because she's going to Cork, yeah. So there's a huge thing in Cork about it. Because technically that's where they start. The opening ceremony was today. Like technical discussions and stuff like that happen tomorrow. So that's what's happening there in Cork. So it's going to be hectic in Cork the next few days because I think it's 2 day thing that's happening in Cork, and then fucking hell breaks loose next week. But yeah, yes, your man Costa from Portugal. Yes, that's him. He was there today. It wasn't like Ursula von der Leyen and Zelensky's there, but I don't know was any like world leaders like the Finnish Prime Minister, the Finnish President. I don't think they're coming yet. As far as I know, there could be some, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think because I've looked I looked into what was happening and stuff, just out of curiosity to know what's going on. And it doesn't seem like they're there, as far as I can tell. Again, I could be wrong, but because there's too much happening, as I was saying at the beginning of the live stream, fucking too much is happening. Like I could write the book on it. So there's a protest about the I'm sure people have seen it, like to do with genitals and stuff like that. In Dublin and the Gardaí are basically there's about 50. There's about literally a million of them there. Like we're talking about a few people with Palestine flags, and they have about a million Gardaí there to sort them out, which is insane. But no, what was it? There was the other thing I was going to say. I'm sure you've heard about the armored vehicles. Have we heard about that? I don't know if people heard about it. So I'm just kind of looking because there's lots of stuff happening, just an insane amount of stuff. There's too much happening to be totally honest. But yeah, so the armored vehicles. So the Irish government are going to give Ukraine armored vehicles, 29 in total. Now, what they were going to give them. So basically, these should be scrapped probably long ago. Like the Irish state probably spent a fortune to buy them, first of all. Second of all, is funny enough, these vehicles were never used. And always broke down when they were used. So basically, we're going to give Ukraine a pile of junk, which is quite funny when you think of it. That they were going to give Zelensky literally a pile of junk that literally be no good to anybody. Basically, the only thing it'd be used for is scrap. Which, funny enough, Zelensky was like, I don't want them, But somebody was definitely trolling Zelensky by offering it. Because clearly they probably should be scrapped because they're no addition to anybody. Because it would probably take €1 billion to upgrade them and to do them up because they're just after lying there for the last 17 years, gathering dust. So, yeah, great stuff. Even though, again, the argument can be made, why are we giving vehicles to, why are we giving armoured vehicles? Should they not be used for the Irish Defence Forces, because they are military, like they're technically military vehicles, they're not like ambulances or anything, they're military, like armoured vehicles, We probably have, yeah. That's what I'm saying. But he didn't accept it. He was like, no, don't want them. Give me money instead. Well, that's quite literally what he said today. That it would cost too much money. Say if he did accept them, like the 29 vehicles, it would cost too much money to do them up. So pretty much it's like, give me the money instead. That's pretty much what I gathered by that. Because he did say he was asked about it. And he said, no, it will cost too much money because they are owed and basically are fucking banjoed. That, they're no good to anybody. Basically, it would cost too much to do them up, which is probably right. I don't know what the Irish state's going to do with them because it's going to cost $1 billion probably to do them up. Of the Irish people. I would be totally honest, these cows probably wouldn't make it over there because they constantly broke down. Like the Irish Defence Forces, constantly they were breaking down constantly. So they probably wouldn't even be moored. Like they would barely move. Probably they would probably not even go down the road because they would just probably blow up into a million pieces. I've seen a small, but I mean literally only about 5 minutes. That's about it. I haven't got around to it. Like I did see it. Like I did see people talking about it and stuff, and I still have to watch it because a lot of people are talking about it and stuff. but I only literally seen about 5 minutes of it, and that's about it. So there's very little I can tell you about it because literally 5 minutes tells you nothing basically. But a lot of people were talking about it, so I have to kind of see it at some stage, because there's just too much going on these days. And I probably won't get around to it this weekend, but definitely because this is about 2 hours or something like that. Somebody was saying. I think it is 2 hours actually. Yeah. But yeah, the other thing I wanted to talk about, I don't know if everyone is still here. It's to do with Sony. It's to do with PlayStation 5, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. The disconnecting the PlayStation 3 store, the PlayStation Store and the PlayStation 3, which is insane. Second of all, they're not going to allow physical games anymore. Oh, it's 1 hour and 29 minutes. Maybe then I get around to the weekend, maybe, yeah. Because I only watched the first 5 seconds, 5 minutes of it, sorry, 5 minutes. I only watched the first 5 minutes, and then after that, it was like one evening I had 5 minutes to spare and just said to put it on, and then after that, it was like, I'm going to bed. But yeah, no, I probably will get around to it maybe the weekend. Not probably get it all. I might not watch it all, but I'll probably get around to watching those a few minutes anyway. Because literally, I only kind of seen the first 5 minutes, so it doesn't tell me much, if that makes any sense. Can you try a Dublin accent? This cavan accent's holding my ears. Oh no. I don't think you can do a Dublin accent, to be totally honest with you. I don't think you even can try, to be totally honest. I don't know how to do an accent. I never was any good at accents. I knew, like, there was somebody in my class who was gifted. He could do any accent, like any accent, and I'm just fucking terrible at any accent. If that makes any sense. So I wouldn't even attempt because it's, it wouldn't be any good, to be totally honest at all. It'd probably be more. So give me 2 seconds. I'm just actually moving something here. Why is that not working? Oh, there is. Sorry, 1 second. Just moving that to here. Hello, Greenface. How are we keeping? How are we keeping this Wednesday? Let me see. Just making sure. Bought a second-hand car. Oh, Jesus. Bought a second-hand car off him. He's a car dealership. At least he's not selling washing machines. If you get that reference. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Washing machines. Buy a new washing machine. From here to County Clare. What country does Clare have? Just speaking like you're here, I'm just kind of interested to see what Clare, because I'm just thinking about what countries, like, the way we're paired with different countries for the EU presidency. What is the list actually? Give me not that list. The EU presidency list. The list. Pairing. Mein Gott, Vito. Carlo has Luxembourg. Wow. Kerry is Czechia. Oh no. Romania. Malta. Leitrim is Cyprus. Leitrim has Cyprus. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, be praised. Clare has Croatia. So you're going off to Croatia. Green face. So there you go. A free trip to Croatia coming up. So, yeah, like it's Croatia. It's Croatia. I was just trying to say, because I'm trying to remember what counties were. And it's impossible to remember, even though there's only 26 counties. It's impossible to remember them all. But yeah, you're sorry, fucking Croatia. Sorry, apologies. Donegal has Poland. Not bad at all, yes. Oh, the Croatian women will be over chatting in County Clare. Leitrim has Cyprus. Lockwood has Hungary. Portugal, Laos. Monaghan, yeah, of course, Finland, etc. I should probably keep this list open because it'd be handy just to have, because I'm never going to remember what fucking country has what. Denmark. So yeah, I'm sure everybody has heard by now that the Irish government intends to spend €400,000. You heard me right, on its own wine, white wine and red wine. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, what the fuck is this all about? Well, basically they want to be fucking assholes and spend €400,000 on big laddie da wine. Basically they're going to make it themselves in the hours bar, in the doll bar, because the wine that they have is not good enough. So basically the wine that we're paying for, of course we're paying for too, just to say they're not paying for it. The wine that they have is not good enough. It's not good enough for them. So they're going to make their own wine. When I mean they're going to make it, we're going to pay for it. Isn't it lovely? Democracy at work. The people are always right. The people are always good and right. So they say. In the people we trust, you could run a tap. What the fuck? What the fuck? Sorry, I'm just doing a few things there. Yeah, that's fine. So it's quite insane. The amount of money being spent just on random fucking shit. I'm sure we also heard about the EU presence. I don't know if I said this. I don't think I did. Yeah, but they want to make their own wine. That's not good enough for them. So they want their own wine. So it's not good enough for them. We're not even talking about a wine set. They want to make their own wine for their which is insane. But they're going to spend 100,000 on scarves for the EU presidency. So basically, all the big knobs from Europe are going to get scarves as presents. What are we going to get? Fuck all. So, great stuff. Mighty. I like the way they're on about, it's so beneficial for everybody in this country that we have the presidency of the European Union. But when you ask them, what is the Irish people getting out of it? Fuck all, basically. In the bathtub. There could be. But no, that's what I was said. Like absolute mad discussions going to be had. But yeah, though they're making their own. Don't know how they're going to do it, but they'll probably find a way. They'll probably build the whole fucking place to make it. God only knows what they're going to do with it. But don't worry, they'll find a way. They'll find a way to waste more money. That's one thing guaranteed, Greenface. That they're going to find a way to increase that money. It's only 600,000. Only 600,000. Sorry, 400,000. So don't worry, they increase it to 600,000 by the end of the week. They'll find a way to increase the price. Nothing can ever be done in this country without costing it out. Without it causing the moon out and stars. Jeez, everybody's left me. Nobody, everybody was here a few minutes ago. Now everybody said, "Fuck this." So yeah. Everybody has done enough for me. But yeah, it's unfortunate the way YouTube is nowadays. The notifications and stuff, those from work and stuff, it's a nuisance. But what can you do? Unless I start that Twitter group, but I don't know. I hardly that many people's on Twitter. See, the problem we had, even with the Messenger group, we have a Messenger group at the moment, but nobody's on Messenger. I must be the only person in the country using Messenger, which is insane because literally nobody has it. Which is insane. Yeah, it's just fucking crazy stuff. I'm just looking at everything I'm looking at on the phone is about the presidency of the European Council and stuff. It's going to be insane. I'm never going to be able to do anything else but this. But yeah, so it's quite insane. But yeah, I think we just chill out. There's a lot more I could talk about. There's 50 billion more things I could talk about. But the other thing I actually would say, just when I was just going live, that the fellow that stabbed the children outside the school, just off Parnell Square, there in Dublin, I'm sure everybody remembers that back in 2023. I'm sure everybody remembers that the start of the riots in Dublin. It was a foreign national. He was upset over his social welfare being cut, even though he never walked his life. So he tried to kill as many children as he could. He stabbed 3 children. Once for the rest of their life is not going to be able to function properly. Thankfully, the jury has seen sense, and has said he's guilty of attempted murder of these 3 children. Because that's what he was trying to do. Now, the judge, yes, the other day, the judge probably should be going to prison along with him, because the judge said to them, don't be thinking that he's a horrible man and stuff like that. And this is the person who nearly killed 3 children over his social welfare payment, And then his defense team was arguing, you shouldn't think about charging with something else instead of attempted murder, which is absolutely fucking lunacy to even suggest, because it's clearly his intent to kill children that day. And there's no way they could nearly argue, and no lawyer could nearly argue anything else, because it's very clear what to do. There's no 2 ways about it. And he was clear that he was not wasn't mentally insane or anything. He knew what he was doing, basically. So hopefully he does spend the rest of his life until the day he drops, whenever that'll be, in a prison cell. Hopefully he rots in it. Hopefully they leave him in it for eternity, so the rats can feed on him. Because that's what he deserves. No, nothing more, nothing less. That's the simple truth. But hopefully the judge doesn't fucking let him off with him, because in this country, you never fucking know what the cunts to do. Excuse my language, but I could see the judge letting him off with only about maybe 10, 15 years. If he does that, then I don't know what kind of a country we are. Because it doesn't send the message that if you do this, you're going to suffer. But yeah, no. But hopefully the right choice is made. He's not sentenced yet. The jury only came to a verdict, found him guilty of attempted murder of the 3 children. He probably should be going in for terrorist offences. Like I would need to charge him with a terrorist offence, because you could definize it as terrorism. That it was an attack on the most vulnerable in society, children and stuff. He wanted to kill innocent children. I think that's nearly the definition of terrorism. He wouldn't attack somebody that had a gun, etc. But yeah, that's what I would have done. But yes, I think so. Yes, but hopefully the judge has a bit of cop on. Hopefully for once in the judge's life to have a bit of cop on. But we see what happens. Hopefully, the very least, never be let out again. That's actually there's nothing else on the table. Not 50 years, not 100 years, life for however long he has left. Hopefully not that long, but whatever miserable life he has left. Hopefully we make it more miserable for him in prison for the rest of his days. Because that's the very least. He's lucky there's no death penalty in this country. That's all I say. Because he'd be going to the gallows if he was in any other country. Because there's no mercy going to be shown him for what he did. And only for members of the public too. We have to remember that only for members of the public stepped in to stop him. We could be talking about 3 or 4 children that were dead. Only for members of the public did step in and stop them from doing what he did. We could be talking a different tune today. But unfortunately, one of the girls, they're never going to be the same again. For the rest of their life, we were talking about 6 and 7-year-olds. And even the children that were there, seeing it happening, they're going to be mentally disturbed all their life. Their lives are basically, they're going to be disturbed all their life for what they said, what they're seeing that day and stuff. And it's horrifying stuff. It really is horrifying. And I think prison is too good for them, to be totally honest with them. There's cases like this that prison's too good for these kind of individuals. They do these horrible things. That's to be totally honest. I think anybody who doesn't see that in society needs to question, because it's evil. That's just one word sums it all up. It's evil. That's what it's all about. For a social welfare payment. Just think about that over social, him not getting social welfare. After him doing nothing for 20 years. That's what all this was about, to get back at people for not getting any social welfare. My God. Such greed. That's all it was about. Such greed. Such, I don't know, selfishness. You're thinking he's entitled and wanted to take it out on people because he thought he was entitled to everything. That's what it was all about, pretty much, in my view. And I think the majority of people in this country can see that too, because that's pretty much the excuse he gave, which will never be acceptable. But hopefully, again, as I say, hopefully the judge does something right for once in their life. For once, I hope they do something right for once. Because there probably will be riots in the street again if this fellow gets off in 10 years' time. He gets out in 10 years' time. Because I think nobody would listen. Nobody would put up with that. That if you only got 10 years, 15 years, life is the only thing that can, well, not even the only thing, but the only thing that's acceptable for this case under the Irish Constitution and under the justice system in this country. That's the only thing, pretty much. But anyway. But that's just what I wanted to bring up. I seen that just literally before it was going live. The other thing I actually just briefly mentioned is to do with disability assessments. Now, this is to do with disability. If you have a disability, the way they assess you for treatment, etc. Technically, under the Irish state, under the law, you have to have it before 6 months, basically, when you apply for it. Funny enough, for the last few years, only one child in the whole county in Cavan and Monaghan has got it within 6 months. So basically, people are waiting over a year for it, even though the law says they should only wait 6 months. It should be in any reasonable society. It would be probably, but unfortunately, this is Ireland, and that's probably never going to happen. Like all this would stop overnight. There would never be a child harmed again uh, if that was brought in, but don't think that ever will be, unfortunately, in this country anyway. Because that's the only way to put the fear of God into people who do that kind of stuff to children, even a violated child or anything like that. It's the only way to put the fear of God into them, and that's the simple. Because they don't fear the judges, and they don't fear the Gardaí, but they should fear death. That's what they should fear. But unfortunately, in the West, particularly the last 40, 50 years, all about rehabilitation, you're getting the person back in society, technically. Which, for these kind of crimes, you can never let these people out. Never. Whatever about stealing a few biscuits or something like that, we're not going to go mad over that. But stealing a bit of stuff here and there, maybe, of course, you shouldn't do it, of course. But we shouldn't obviously sentence you to death for that. And in Saudi Arabia and stuff, to cut your hand off and stuff, we've done that. See, there's no messing around over in them countries. In Saudi Arabia, they cut your hand off for stealing and stuff. You can see why there's no crime there. But unfortunately, the system is just too laxy-daisy on these people who do evil. Laxy-daisy. We declare. Sorry, what is this? Sorry, give me 2 seconds. I'm sorry, give me 2 seconds. Just to sort this out here. I think that's fine. Yeah, sorry. Apologies. But yeah, I think we'll just chill. How does that sound? We chill for the next few minutes. Any questions or anything? I think we just chill because we have another few minutes to go, so we just chill. Because we did go through an awful lot there. We talked about a good bit. We're not all the stuff we wanted to talk about, but we talked about a good bit. And I think that's good because we don't want to overload people's brains either, talk about this and that, because there is quite a lot of information I throw at people in a few minutes, which is a good and bad thing. But what was I doing? Sorry, I was going to do something there on my phone, but I can't remember now what it was. The West. What is this now? American Independence Day, actually, in a few days' time. 250 years, which is insane. So that's going to be a big thing. A lot of Irish people, you have to remember, half of George Washington's men in the American Revolutionary War against the British were Irish. Like 60% of George Washington's men were Irish. Like a lot of them who signed the Declaration of Independence in America were Irish descent. So quite a lot. Like literally an insane amount of people that were Irish. More Irish people fought for American independence than American people fought for their own independence. Like it's insane. Half of, as I say, 60%, more than half were Irish, which is insane. But again, it's always the Irish people always wanted to stick it to the British because obviously there's the 13 colonies in America and of course under British occupation, etc. So the Irish people always wanted to fight the British. Well, it's kind of understandable because the British took over Ireland and stuff, and they wanted to kind of get their own back off the British, kind of. So yeah. But we see. We'll see. Actually, the other thing I wanted to say about it, I actually meant to say it. Now this is to do with Elon Buck. He's been released from prison. I think it's nearly 6 months since he was put in prison. Yeah, so he's been released from prison today. So we'll see how long. Hopefully, he stays out. Because he's pretty much just said that he's going to go straight back to the school in September. That's what he said. So we'll see. I could be wrong. Hello, Fiona. How are we keeping this evening? I hope we're well this evening. I hope you're probably enjoying the European presidency. You were up in Dublin Castle with them. I hear you having champagne with Zelensky. Watching the match. Oh, you mean the England match, is it? Because I've heard a lot of people talk about that. They're watching the English match in the World Cup. I presume that's what you're talking about. Are you talking about something else? Maybe you're talking about something else entirely. Yes. So you're in Dublin Castle with Zelensky. I always knew it. You're always in, but you're in with the big shots. I know you only talk about the England game. Yes, I was joking. But yeah. No, to Zelensky. Yeah, I'm only joking. I know why they, but yeah. Even Micheál Martin. You could be in there with Micheál Martin with the champagne. The champagne wouldn't be good enough. It'd be something else fucking too fancy. Champagne's not good enough for them in the doll. You want England to win? Excuse me. Where's that meme? Like, where's the meme? There's a meme like on social media and stuff. Like whenever some Irish person says something about England, it's like that scene in the Michael Collins movie where the fellow's just writing it down what Michael Collins is saying. It's like, it's that scene, like looking up. You know. People know what I'm talking about. Where is it? Let me get my phone. The Michael Collins. Not Michael Collins did fucking. Yeah, like it's that meme. You know that meme. Like every time some Irish person says something about England, like positive about England, that meme comes up. So careful, Fiona. You don't want this meme being spammed at you. I'm only joking, but you know, like I always see that on Twitter. They couldn't win a tap. Sorry, apologies. Trial. Oh my god, the amount of fucking things haven't coming. Congo manager is French. Yeah, see, Congo used to be French. No, actually, sorry, apologies. No, was it? Maybe it was actually. No, what? Congo. Yeah, it was a Belgium colony. Yeah, sorry, I was mixing that up. Yeah, Belgium. Yeah, Kingdom of Belgium. Yeah. Oh, I'm thinking of other places. Sorry, apologies. I'm thinking of Nigeria and stuff. Yeah, Nigeria was a French colony. Yeah, with Belgium. Yeah, that sounds that my fault. I was thinking of Nigeria. I don't know why I thought of Nigeria. I was thinking of Nigeria and stuff because it was a French colony. So actually, sorry, I'm wrong again. Nigeria was a British colony. What am I on about? Yeah, sorry. I'm apologies. I'm having a meltdown. Yeah, you're 100% right. Sorry, apologies. My fault. I hold my hands up. I made a mistake. I'm forgetting all about my colonies. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. It's Zelensky. Now, as I said to people, I don't know if it was people here the other day, but I probably should have said this out of when other people were here. But as I say, if there is a Feds on for the European presidency, particularly in Monaghan, I don't know yet. I've heard a few things. I can't say it unfortunately yet. We see what happens. That's what but as I said, I think Fiona was here the night when I was saying to her. But we will have some kind of community thing if there is something going on in Monaghan for the EU presidency, because most likely I'll be going to it. We see, but I let you know. We do. I suppose we don't know yet what's happening, etc. etc. But I don't know about Sana. Um, there's a good lot going on with Sana at the moment. She was in Ukraine this week. She's currently in Moldova. Um, there's a good few events going on actually in Poland and in a few other places for the next while yet, but I don't know. It could happen. It might happen. I'm not sure, but it's more likely she could go to something in Dublin, like one of the events in Dublin, because there's many events. But I don't know anything yet of it. Yeah, she's in Moldova, just beside Ukraine, though. She was in Ukraine the last few days. So I don't think you see her anytime soon. Not yet, anyway. Could be wrong, but as I say, we probably would, even if Santa is not going to Monaghan and stuff, I'd probably go to some of the stuff. Book tickets, oh yeah. Leitrim, yeah, but no, it's more likely, I don't know. I can't say for certain now, to be honest. But it's more like if there was something going on, she'd be in Dublin at some of the events. And like not for like for the European presidency as a whole, the way they have discussions and stuff. That's more likely what's going to happen. I don't know for certain, to be totally honest with you. I can't really tell you because I don't know myself. I know of a few things, but I can't say that until it's public. Not about Santa, but other stuff. So I don't know, but we probably will do a meetup if anybody's interested in that. But I don't have any dates or anything yet. But I'm just saying it probably will have them, and it might only be a week's notice. I give you basically about it because I might only know myself because it's not really nothing really set in stone yet. Both in Cavan and Monaghan, but it's more likely to be in Monaghan, not in the mental hospital. Just to say, because years ago people would always say, "Always send you to Monaghan" and stuff because nobody liked Monaghan. But yeah, hopefully maybe she will come, but I'm not sure. To be totally honest with you. But as I say, as I said in my community post, I don't know if anybody's seen it. So please do let me know. So please do let me know if you hear anything, particularly when it comes to Santa Hunting. I should hear about it myself. Like I have a lot of people that are looking into it and stuff, and I know a lot. I can find out a lot if I need to. Too. I know that sounds sus, but I can find out a bit if I wanted to. But if you hear anything, because again, there's fucking 10 billion things going on this time in Ireland. Which on my channel, you mean? Yeah, we were talking about that. We were talking about that earlier on. Yeah, as soon as it didn't fit the narrative, they kind of just left it all behind. Um, like he was a poor monarchy, he was poor winning a monarchy. It's like they just left it. They don't want to talk about it now. Um, but would anybody be interested? I know Fiona said she probably wouldn't come because it would be probably too far, like not too far away, but unless Santa was there. Um, but would anybody else be interested? Um, because I can't say for certain whereabouts Mulholland's going to be and stuff. Um, um, but yeah, so we probably would do something, but um, I'm probably taking my pins off. Take off my pins. When is this possible? It's between basically, we're not probably within the next 2 weeks. That's what I can tell you that for certain. But it's between now and December. Um, you need more reason, Jesus Christ! You wouldn't want to meet me, jeez, that's lovely. But yeah, we hope the Santa may come, but I'm not sure. That's what I'm saying. I can't guarantee anything. But it'll be between now and December. But I don't know when things are going on yet. I suppose the schedule hasn't been released. I suppose it hasn't been finalised yet. But there'll be different effects on them all, and the same as to be on in every county to do it. But of course, Finland and stuff, we can go and talk mad shit about the current Finnish government and stuff. But not that. We'll go and listen and be respectful and stuff. But you can meet me and stuff like that. And we might go out for a cup of tea or something. If people be interested in it. But I don't know any dates yet. But what I'm trying to say, there'll probably be only a week's notice. At most, I would probably give people a week or so. But we see. But I don't know. But I say if it was in Monaghan, if there was something on, it would probably be in Monaghan town. Monaghan town itself, at the very least. But there could be one to Clonus. There could be something in Carrickmacross. There could be one in Castleblaney. I don't know. But most likely be the big town. Something be going on. Yeah, like there will be events, but it might be like a Finnish cultural event. Like in Cavan here, I have to be careful what I say, but they're talking about different things, basically. The same in Loud, the same in other places. Different cultural events to do with them counties. Like, because we were saying about Clare, take example, it has Cyprus. No, Cyprus, not Cyprus. What am I talking about? It has fucking Croatia. Yeah, Croatia. And Leitrim has Cyprus. So I don't know what they're going to do in Leitrim, but Um, but you get what I'm saying? Like every county has their different things and they'll be doing different events. You get what I'm saying? Like, to be totally honest, I'm not that interested in the Latvia one. To be totally honest, I'll be honest with you when I say that. Like, I've never been to Latvia. I don't know much about Latvia. I know the ambassador, the Irish ambassador to Latvia. I know Offo. I know who she is and stuff. But apart from that, I couldn't tell you anything about Latvia. I haven't been to Latvia, so I don't have that connection to Latvia. You know, but I can't really tell you going face yet or anything because I don't know myself. But it probably will happen. That I will go down. We'll go up. Sorry, I have to go up to Malhan. But I will let people know. But hopefully it's on the weekend and stuff because if it's during the week and stuff that I wouldn't want people to take off work, and especially if you were going up to because you're coming all the way from Clare, which is an insane journey too. It's supposed to be worse if you come from Kerry. It'd be worse. And especially because there's no trains or anything in Cavan or going to Monaghan and stuff. Which is the nuisance thing. Like, it'd be handy if if there was trains and so people could just fire onto the train and be up in an hour. Like, yeah, there could be, like, I've seen a few things from other county councils that talk about having musicians, like, say, from southern countries come over here for the European presidency, if that makes any sense. So that could happen. So basically, it could be a Finnish band come up to Monaghan. We don't know yet. Actually, let me just look because I haven't heard anything from Monaghan County Council. So I would have a look too if anybody was interested to keep an eye on Monaghan County Council. Not keep an eye on them in that, like on the website. Sorry, I said that in a fucking suspicious way. Dogs. Any word on the gift card? What is the gift card? Why is Monaghan County Council selling gift cards? What? Do not redeem. Do not redeem. What is a gift card? Why is Monaghan County Council sending gift cards? Gift cards. Show me gift cards. Do not redeem. A County Mullen gift card is more a gift card, a commitment to the community. Yeah. Oh, I heard of this actually. This is to do with like if you wanted to use it locally. Yeah, I heard of this actually. Oh, my flags. Oh. Which Dominion sites? What do you mean, like religious sites? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I think so. I think that's the name of the cathedral. I'm not. I don't know Malvern that well, to be totally honest, shocker. But yeah, I don't know it that well. I know a bit of Malvern. I don't know like everything in Malvern and stuff. But of course, there's a good lot of stuff in Malvern too. But yeah, like you can meet me and we go for tea and stuff. I could be happy, but I'm happily be able to do that. But of course, if you are coming, be on your best behavior, please. Like I say, be in Monaghan town. If anything was happening to be in Monaghan itself, like the main town. Like there's nothing on Monaghan County Council at the moment about it, as far as I know. Oh, I'm clicking stuff. Probably is like not in Monaghan town itself, but somewhere. Matt Carter, yeah, we'll call over to him and see who's getting on. But there probably is like in Monaghan, yeah, but not really in Monaghan town. Like Monaghan town is a new enough place. I don't know. Was anybody ever in Monaghan itself, like Monaghan town itself? Just that, just so people know roughly, because I know a bit of Monaghan, to be totally honest. I'm not going to say I'm an expert at it because I'm certainly not. I know a good lot of Clonus. Like I know Clonus a good bit because obviously I live fucking just down up the road from it. But it might be something in Clonus. I don't know, but it'd be more likely Monaghan. Monaghan's the biggest place. And I especially tell you why I think that. Yeah, they didn't get away with it. So, they were going to replace it with applicants. It was a long story, but they didn't get away with it. So this is still going to act the cut. They might act the cut, but so this is Monaghan town itself. So it's big enough. Monaghan is big. So this is the main city set up, or the town set up. But if there was going to be anywhere, so this is the bus station. So if you were coming by bus to Monaghan, this is where the bus station. Um, so there's a big. So this is called the Peace Campus, right? This is the Peace Campus. This is to do with what the museum is, the county museum. It's a huge complex, as you can see here. If there was anything going to go on, if I was going to put money on it, like listen to this is a cavan man, but if I was going to put money on it, if anything was going to happen, like anything big, like we wouldn't be going to a small event, it'd be something big. Um, it'd be at this, like it would generally be at this, like this is the place it's going to be, because this is the biggest place in Monaghan, like the biggest like peace campus, and it's very modern and new, and it's something that would be good to show off, basically. So this is the Gouda headquarters, too, just to say that. So if you cause any trouble, I bring you down to the Gouda station, the local Gouda station. So your Mullen town's big enough. There's a lot of shops and stuff, like shopping centre and stuff. There's a good bit of stuff about Mullen. There's Dunn stores and stuff. Like there's a big shopping centre. Well, not a big shopping centre, but it's big enough. Cavan doesn't have a shopping centre. But the problem is like a very new town compared to other places. Yeah, Strokes Town's in Monaghan, yeah. Yeah, they have the Round Tower in Clonus, yeah. The Round Tower is still in Clonus, yes, that's still there. Like Clonus is a lot older than Monaghan itself. Clonus is a very old town. Like there's still the Abbey and stuff like that, and the old Round Tower, yes. In Clonus. Like it is old, like Clonus is old. And there's a Malton Bailey too in Clonus too, up in the hill. There's an Abbey too that's hundreds of years old. Like it is an old town. Clonus is an old town. Like it would be the oldest town probably in Monaghan, Clonus. But Monaghan town, like Cavan's old. Cavan has like a clock, like towers and stuff like that. Like it is an old town. Cavan town is an old place. But yeah. Yeah, like he's from Clonus, yes. There's a load of stuff in the Monaghan County Museum about him. There's loads of stuff, like loads and loads and loads of stuff. But if I was a betting man, there'd be something on in Monaghan town. But I don't know yet, to be honest. If I had the information, I would tell you this is the date I'd be going and this is the date and stuff. But as I say, if anybody's interested in it, it'd be a day out for people too. I don't know how well that sounds to people. Like hopefully Sana might come to Monaghan. Might. The word is might. Hopefully maybe they think about it. And maybe they consider it, Monaghan County Council, hopefully. Because it would be great to have her to speak even to children and stuff, like even the schools, visit schools and stuff, to talk to them, so that anything's possible and stuff. Even if the county council would do that, it would probably be beneficial to society as a whole. But I say more likely if Sana was coming, it would be probably in Dublin. And I don't know if she meet the members of the public, if that makes any sense. It'd probably be more for discussions and stuff on Ukraine or on climate and stuff. Stanford, oh no. But yeah, like I don't know, but we see. But I just want to let people know, because I don't know. Would anybody be willing? But would anybody be willing to do that? Because there's no point me saying, "Oh, meet up. We're going here. We're going to have an event. We'll go for tea afterwards," and then nobody turns up. But yeah, like I'm willing, because often people did say about meeting up and stuff. And this is kind of giving me an excuse to meet up, if that makes any sense. Do you get my view? Because this is kind of the excuse we needed. Is that fair enough? Do you get my drift? Do you get where I'm coming from? But yes, that's pretty much it for tonight. But as we talked about in the last stream, but I mentioned it whenever I hear about it. But do keep an eye out if you are interested. But I'm talking to people, as I say, I should know if anything's happening. I'm hardly that bad because it's literally just right above me. It'd be different if we're talking about County fucking Timbuktu, Tipperary, or something like that. I should be paying attention to what's happening around me. But yeah, become a monitoring YouTuber. That's what I should do. But anyway, that's it for tonight. So yeah, as I say, I'll let you know. But it'll be between now and December. So something could be going on, but I presume there could be something soon enough. What I mean by that is probably maybe next month in August there could be something, and maybe the end of this month. I'm not sure. It was better than a lead from YouTuber, but anyway, that's it. Thank you, Evan. Enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll chat again Saturday. So yeah, do take care and enjoy the rest of your night, and we see you again. Bye.